if you want to do something, click yes and commit to it. If you don't want to, say no, but don't live in the grey zone. Don't be a
No.
maybe person. Do what you want to do. Like, if you have to flip a coin, as soon as you flip that coin, you're going to know exactly what you want to do. Don't live in fear of saying yes or no. Do what you really want to do, not what your partner wants to do, or what your
Yeah.
friends want to do, or what your family wants to do. Do what aligns with you.
Yeah, don't be on the fence.
Hello, and welcome back or welcome to Chairlift Chatss, the podcast where we're creating authentic, everyday conversations. Consider it your elevator pitch of fun and interesting, authentic conversations with friends, family, and strangers.
Great to be with you again on another podcast, and a very happy birthday to yourself, Chels. I know you didn't want to make a big deal about this, but they only come around once a year, so you may as well. So happy birthday.
Thank you, James.
Today, we're talking about healthy habits for building a better you.
Yeah, it's
Now,
good.
when you think of healthy habits for a better version of yourself, what comes to mind?
I think surrounding yourself with people who make you feel good, being conscious of your health and your well-being. I think it's really living a holistic life that's well-rounded and makes you happy. It makes you grateful for the little things.
Yep. Well, I think going out with friends as well.
Definitely.
It's key to a healthy lifestyle, being able to go out, have a few drinks at the pub, just have that laugh with your friends.
The pub chats.
The pub chats and just that general banter, I think, is important for the soul. And you need to just get out there and just have some fun with friends and just not think about the everyday sort of scenario or situation. You know, the workplace. Get away from it all and just get out there with some friends and have some dinner, have a few drinks, laugh, have some fun. That's what that's one key healthy habit I think's quite important.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, you were talking about something about tennis the other day and how you play tennis and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to extend my life by 10 years or something.
Well, I heard a comment somewhere, I can't remember where, and
I've written it down if you wanted it.
I don't know where I heard it, but it said that if you play tennis or a racket and ball sport, so whatever that might be, tennis, let's say tennis, I play tennis, it's supposed to extend your life by 10 years. Now, when you come and balance out all the other stupid things that I've done before I've played tennis, I'm probably sitting about on par now. So I'm probably back up to normal pace of where everyone else is. But apparently, yeah, it adds 10 years to your life. It does something to your neurons in your brain where you've got it's a real thinking, strategic sport. And it can add 10 years to your life.
Yeah, so how about that? I've got it noted here.
Federer's going to live forever.
Federer's going to live forever because it was the Copenhagen City Heart Study which did this and they found out. But you know what? If you don't play tennis, don't fear because they're saying badminton, soccer, cycling, swimming and jogging are all part of that as well. So
there you go. I think in general, just outdoor sport is probably good for the mind and good for the brain. Getting out there and exercising.
Well, you're getting out there, you're getting outside or you're getting out of the house. You're also interacting with people who might not be part of your everyday life as well. So that's really good.
Well, they say when everyone had COVID and you had that long COVID, everyone was stuck with it for a little while.
Yeah.
The best thing that you could do is actually fight the fatigue and go out there, walk your dog or go for a little jog, try and just get the breast pumping, which apparently puts more oxygen into your brain. So, I don't know. Look, there's all the science to it, but in terms of healthy habits, I think playing tennis, it was good fun. I like it.
Yeah.
And it can, bring a positive outlook onto your day-to-day.
Yeah, so you mentioned walking your dog is a really good one. And I think in general, going out for a walk is so good. Obviously, it's good for your health, but it's really good for your wellness and your well-being because if you've got a dog too, it's especially good because, you see this dog looking at you, wagging its tail, really wanting to go for a walk because that's the everything to them. But particularly if you go with a family member or a partner, I think it's really nice because it's time in nature where you can just really connect with each other without distractions of kind of normal life.
No,
No,
yeah, definitely. I think it's nice to be able to even just get home from work, walk the dog, get out there, and
it's really important. I think we should really be prioritizing that a lot more. It's something this year that I've really tried to be conscious of is either in the morning before work or come home from work and go get out with nature. It's also been described as like walking meditations because it's you might do the same walk every day, but if you start looking at it, you'll realize there's so much more to look at. There's all the colors that you can see. There's all the shapes that you can see,
yep.
and when you start to be grateful for the little things in life, you're going to see the world in so much more beauty and wonder.
And you don't have to go far.
No, not at
You don't
all.
have to walk far. You don't have to do much, really. It's a very simple exercise, and there's all these studies that you've brought up on your phone that will show and indicate that getting out there and walking a dog or just being in nature. I think that one of the biggest ones is, especially if you live on the coast, is putting your feet into the sand
Yeah.
and into the water at the beach. They think that that's one of the most medically proven facts where you can when you actually put your feet in the sand, that your mind just instantly relaxes,
Yeah.
does something to your feet or the mind, and it's quite incredible. So if you're near the coast, go for a beach walk because it's
Yeah,
good for you.
take your shoes and socks off and but you know what? I think you can even do that when you're not at the beach because as you've been saying that, it's almost like I can feel that
Yeah,
sensation. Like you
exactly.
close your
You're
eyes,
thinking
you
about
take
it.
a breath and you can imagine what it feels like to take that first step onto the beach and it's a feeling, but it's also you can hear it, you can smell it, you're engaging all the
Yep.
senses. It's really cool.
Immerse yourself in the sand.
Yeah.
And I think that leads us into sort of limiting our use to online platforms when you get home as well from work, and that leads into sort of walking. Cut yourself off from all social sides of things before you go out. That
Yeah.
way, you're not thinking about that task or that duty of what you were doing beforehand. There's like we said in the podcast the other day, the online platform can be very tiring and draining,
Yeah.
scrolling and Instagram, Facebook, and everything. So, getting away from it is definitely very important when it comes to doing those walks and
Yeah.
just exercising daily. So,
Keep on curating your feed, liking the things that you want to see, saving things,
yeah,
creating folders. Yeah, limiting that usage. And also, we are so overstimulated as well at the moment. You know, we're constantly doing something. And if we're not doing something, we're thinking about doing something. So, being in control or realizing that you're in control of what you're doing, sometimes it might be as simple as playing music. In the car just to kind of get your mind ready so then you can come home, go for a walk without
mm,
anything. So it's setting up those routines and looking out for yourself, giving yourself that self care.
definitely what everyone needs. And this one might be a bit obvious, but have good eating. Now, I can
Yeah,
ar-
James,
I
good
can
eating.
I can argue on both ends of this spectrum. So yes, I understand that eating healthily is that
Yeah,
eating
eating
correctly
well.
is good for the body. I get that, but then there's nothing wrong with sponge cake and having your lollies and your ice cream and things like that. Everything in moderation, because
Absolutely,
you know what
yeah.
I think, and this is my proven study, that if you
The
don't,
James
this is the
study.
James study, if you don't have, so all these people that are gluten free and everything like that, my thought is that I don't think they've had enough of it in their life. So your body's like rejecting it.
Oh,
If your body's rejecting something, it means it needs probably something a little bit more of it to get used to it. So,
no, not necessarily. I don't know.
well,
You
it
don't even do that well with gluten, so
well, it works for me, and I'm not gluten free, so thankfully I'm
maybe you should be.
maybe I should be, but I'm not, and luckily I'm not because there's too much good food out there. So I think, yeah, look, having a good diet, that's again healthy habits. That's stating the obvious, but you know, well balanced. Keep it well
It's always a
balanced.
good reminder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep it well
definitely.
balanced. And then one of these ones that I think is quite important is having a good mentor, but also being financially smart. I put that in there because a lot of people get carried away with their finances, throughout the year. Meaning, you can get carried away with the fact that you've got presents to buy for people, Christmas, and just over expenditure when it comes to everyday life, and they don't have a set budget in mind. And I think having healthy habits is just having a good budget in mind. Have it
Yeah.
keeping up to date with your finances. Don't let your credit cards go crazy. Keep your hex debt under control. Keep paying your things off, your mortgage. Just having it like a sound mind and making sure, right, this is what I'm bringing in, and this is what's going out, and this is what I can play around with. And I think that can be quite a healthy lifestyle as well. Having
Absolutely.
it
I
like
think
that.
it's all about continuously educating yourself and being aware of your finances and what you're spending on, and really what it comes down to is reducing stress,
Mm.
because like meditation, like so many things, it's about knowing what you are in control of and what you're not in control of. And this is something that you are in control of. And no matter how little or how much you're earning, you are in control. And just that awareness and education is the most important
Mm.
factor.
Or having a good mentor. So just having good guidance. And if you don't understand something, ask. And just have that financial smart to be able to go, okay, this is how much I earn, but this is how much my expenses are. Let's not go too crazy here. Like, just keep everything in check, because
Yeah.
once you get those credit cards, people get stuck in credit card debt, and you can almost never
It's
get
very
out. It's
stressful.
stressful. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's not good for your well-being. So, in terms of healthy habits for building a better you, just have a game plan, have something set up, and if you don't like doing that, then get someone else to do it for you. It's
Well, I
not
like what
it's
you were
not
saying
not
there
difficult.
about having a mentor, and I think that's so true for many aspects of your life. Whether it's your career path, finding a mentor who can guide you within all aspects of your life, whether you have a career mentor and then you have a finance mentor, and across all aspects of your life, um, having someone who you can trust and help guide you is really important. And I think it's a good reminder to know that we're not doing things on our own and that people really want to help you.
Mm,
People are there. Like, think of it simple as going skiing for the first time, getting an instructor. They are
100%.
there to help you. And I think no one goes, oh, that's silly. You've got an instructor for your first time skiing. Everyone's like, yeah, great. You're getting lessons so that you can then have a good time and enjoy it. And I think that same aspect goes to all parts of your life, whether it is career, finance, family, everything.
Exactly.
Surround yourself with good people who align with your values. It's so important.
Key to healthy living.
Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I think one of the last points here before we move on to the act of kindness and quote of the week: don't live in fear. So I put that in there because that's a big one for me. I mean, I've always been a bit of a risk taker, but don't live in fear can mean a lot of things. You know, for healthy living, anyways. I think just you got to get out there. You've got to have a go at things. Don't think that by saying no or saying yes is one or the other isn't. What am I saying here?
Oh, I know what you're saying. You're
I'm
saying,
saying
like, okay, imagine it's a Facebook event, someone's party, and there's
yes.
yes, no, and
Good. That's the
maybe.
one I was looking for. Yes.
Yeah. If you want to do something, click yes and commit to it. If you don't want to, say no, but don't live in the gray zone. Don't be a
No.
maybe person. Do what you want to do. Like, if you have to flip a coin, as soon as you flip that coin, you're going to know exactly what you want to do. Don't live in fear of saying yes or no. Do what you really want to do, not what your partner wants to do, or what your
Yeah.
friends want to do, or what your family wants to do. Do what aligns with
Yeah,
you.
don't be on the fence, because there's nothing worse. And I think that's what I put there by don't living in fear. So yeah, just don't be on the fence, and don't be scared to go out there. And if like you go to the party and it's no good, then you go home. Like it's whatever it is. Like
And then
just
you're not going to
just commit
be,
to things.
if
Commit
you,
100%.
yeah, and if you hadn't gone to that, you might be sitting at home going, oh, could I have met the love of my life at that party? Could this have happened? Or could I have
Exactly.
just had a really good night with my friends? You know what? You did it. You did what you wanted to do at that time, and that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's a great point. So Chelsea, tell us the quote of the week.
Quote of the week. I love this one, as I love them all, but no one can ever take your memories from you. Each day is a new beginning. make good memories every day.
Love it. That's a great quote.
It's just about living life to the fullest every
Mm-hmm.
day, not taking advantage of any day. Like, it comes down to the mentality of not every day is good, but there is something good in every day.
Exactly. And you've got an act of kindness here. I'll
Yeah,
read that one out.
go for that.
Offer to go on a daily walk with a friend, family member, neighbour, elderly person. Encourage them to make it regular and routine. I like that because that's
Yeah.
for a better physical well-being and mental well-being. So, yeah, great act of kindness. Take someone out for a walk, take a friend, a family member, and get out there and have some fun.
It just shows some care for the people around you. Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
And that it's just about kindness.
Mm.
Not being nice, but being kind.
And I think they are some great points for healthy habits for building a better version of yourself.
I love it. I really do.
That's been a great podcast.
Absolutely.
So if you're out there, please give us a like and a follow on Instagram and Facebook, YouTube.
Subscribe
to our Apple and Spotify.
and our YouTube.
It'd be great to hear from you. Send in your comments and any thoughts that you've got, and we will see you on the next podcast.
Bye.